Hello everyone, welcome back to my second video as we delve into a detailed analysis of the GBP USD chart. Following my recent poll on my social media platforms, the majority of us supported the idea of focusing on the GBP USD over the other major currency pairs, and here we are. The past 2 weeks have witnessed the pound sterling facing a downturn against the US dollar, and in fact, recent escalation in the Israel Iran conflict, coupled with mixed economic data from the United Kingdom, including stagnant retail sales in March, have added pressure to the currency's performance. On the other side of the spectrum, the US economy has shown resilience, and the Federal Reserve stance indicating no easing in monetary policy is expected to keep the US dollar strong for the foreseeable future. Given these mixed market dynamics, this video aims to outline a straightforward trading setup to help guide our strategies for the upcoming week. As always, we will be leveraging our basic tools such as the economic calendar, trend lines, key levels, and chart patterns to unravel the potential trajectory of price action in the coming week. So, I encourage you to stay tuned so that you do not miss out on the ideas we will be talking about today. Before we proceed, it is crucial to emphasize that this presentation is designed for educational purposes only and should not be considered financial advice. While our goal is to enhance your understanding of price action analysis, it's crucial to acknowledge the inherent risk associated with forex trading. Exercise caution and consider seeking guidance from a qualified financial advisor before making any investment decisions. With that said, let's jump into the analysis. Now, before we transition into the intricacies of the 4 hours time frame, I would love to share with you a pivotal structure on the daily time frame that has wielded substantial influence over price movement in recent years. Now, I do not want to go to as far as possible. Let's just capture the last couple of years thereabout. And what I was able to spot on here is that level around the 1.24200 area, as you will see here, since the year 2022. Now, this key level here has been a cornerstone shaping the trajectory of price action and providing key insight into market dynamics. Now, this also offers valuable context as we navigate the complexity of the shorter time frames. So, with that said, let's scale down into the 4 hours time frame for a better perspective into this market. Now, right here on the 4 hours time frame, what I did was to take into consideration the character of price action since in the last couple of weeks, especially following the CPI data that came in from the United States, which was about 2 weeks ago. And this was where price was at back then. And you will see, ever since the CPI data came in, revealing the sticky inflation of the United States, we saw how the pound sterling tumbled all the way to the downside. Now, this whole downturn here has transitioned into a very simple trading setup that we are going to be using to guide our decisions for this week. Now, this is what I was able to come up with from the observation of character of price action in the last 2 weeks. Now we have a strong impulsive move all the way into that key level I shared with you on the daily time frame, which is at the 1.24200 area. And as you will see in the last 1 week, price action was oscillating within the structure, giving us a range bound pattern. As you will see, price action was confined within the 1.24800 level and our key level at the 1.242 to emphasize the prevailing uncertainty in this particular market. Now, with this whole structure we see here, from a theoretical standpoint, we are looking at a bearish rectangular pattern, where from a technical standpoint, the validation of this pattern will only happen once the support line of the bearish rectangle is broken. Now, if you look at what happened during the last trading day of last week, we finally saw price action break down the 1.242 to validate the potency of this um, bearish trend continuation pattern. Now, the question as we head into the new week and following the fundamentals behind the scenes, how is market participants going to react to this zone? Are we going to be seeing price do a retest of structure in anticipation of continuing the downtrend move? Or are we going to be seeing a trend continuation pattern again evolve around here? It could come in the form of a pennant, a flag pattern, bearish rectangle, or any form of trend continuation pattern to incite a downtrend move. However, in as much as we are looking at the possibilities of price action continuing its momentum to the downside, we cannot ignore the potentials that buyers can also come in at any point in time. Remember, we have a series of high impactful events from the United Kingdom as well, which will be playing a significant role in driving the sentiment in the market. Now, if we are going to be considering buying this asset next week, let's say at least for the first half of the week, I would rather want to see price break out the support line of this range before jumping into any bullish position on this market. Now, before I close this video, I would like us to quickly run through or keep tabs with the fundamental factors that will be influencing the sentiment in this market. Now, as usual, by monitoring the economic calendar, we tend to pinpoint potential correlations between key economic releases and specific technical patterns. Now, here on the economic calendar, and based on the asset we are looking at for this week, we shall be focusing on economic features from both the United States and the United Kingdom. Now, the first high impactful event for next week is coming in on Tuesday, April 23rd, and that is the S&P Global Publication on Services and Manufacturing PMI for both economies. Now, like I said in my previous video, this is a key insight. This will be giving us a key insight into the health and performance of the service and manufacturing sector of both economies. Then on Thursday, we will be looking at the gross domestic product annualized for quarter one. This event here is a key economic indicator representing the annualized percentage change in the United States economic performance, hereby revealing to us the total value of all goods and services produced within the US border. Now, finally, for this week is on Friday, April 26th, we will be looking at the Core Personal Consumption Expenditure Price Index, which measures the average change over time in the prices paid by consumers for goods and services. So, these are the high impactful event we shall be looking at for this week. And of course, as technical traders, we do know that the anticipation of this event will, one way or the other, reflect on the chart around the structure as price action. So, going back into the chart, let's exercise patience and see what will happen around this area for the first few hours of the week to determine what our next line of action will be. Trust me, as always, I will be with you in the comment section of this video during the early hours of the week after monitoring how market participants will be reacting to this simple trading setup, after which I will be coming up with ideas that will guide our decisions for next week. If you have found this content helpful and useful in making your independent trading decisions for the week, I would greatly appreciate your support by giving the video a thumbs up. Your likes are valuable to me and helps the algorithm promote the video to a wider audience of traders who may find the material beneficial. Thank you in advance for doing so. If you haven't already, I encourage you to follow me on this channel for more of this content. By subscribing, you'll always stay updated with the latest ideas I share and receive notifications whenever I upload new videos and commentaries. See you all in the comment section on Monday morning as we get prepared for the new week. Do have a wonderful evening, everyone. Bye bye.